Western has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So UCLA's offense will be first on the attack. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Catch in the middle. It's to Strada. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Zings it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Powers forward. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Touchdown, Bruins! And they strike first.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Rushes on him, and he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls and fires complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Harrell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off.
Turning it on! Still on his feet. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Snagged in the middle. It's Newton. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass, trying to set up the screen. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Turns it loose. Makes the grab down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the lone back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Four plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground, finding open areas. Smashes through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To throw, it's Harrell. Quickly complete. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Believe it or not, because of that check down throw, I think the play caller is going to be more aggressive as the game goes on because he knows his guy is going to make the right decisions when shot plays that are called aren't open deep down the field. It wasn't that last time. He did the right thing. Expect them to take more shots, knowing this quarterback right now is really making good reads.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Estrada. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have...
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab, and there's room. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today.
Touchdown, Wildcats! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put... Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bruins will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
He's got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Northwestern right back to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
It has the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again.
This quarterback right now is an...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. Breaks into the open. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. The Bruins decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strike 0, ball game is over. After the stumble earlier this year,